Welcome all to my channel Learn and Grow. Previously we completed the chapter Rural Administration and today we are going to start with the Urban Administration. So in the rural administration we get to know about how the government functions at the village level, but today we are going to start with the administration of the government that works at the urban level or at the city level, right? So the contents which I am going to cover is the municipal corporation, the municipal council, the ward councillor, group of councillors, commissioner and administrative staff, and subcontracting. And these all points are very important because from this chapter at least two questions are fixed, right? Two questions. Now, for the smooth functioning of an organization or a system, it is very important to divide the power into levels so that the work can be done effectively, right? For example, a country like India, which is geographically very vast and in terms of population, it is very diverse and dense. So the government is mainly divided into three levels so that the work can be properly executed. The levels are the national level, the state level, and the local level. So the powers are distributed and the work is done accordingly by these levels. So today we are going to start with the administration that works at the urban level and the city level. What is the structure of the urban administration we will study about. So in a state basically there are cities, there are towns and villages. Villages we have covered in the previous slide. So basically in a metropolitan city the municipal corporation works. Metropolitan city is a city where the population is more than 10 lakh, and towns in the small cities are the ones where the municipal council works. Now the towns have a population less than 10 lakhs. This municipal corporation is also called as Mahanagar Palika, and this municipal council is called as Nagar Palika. The only difference between the systems is that the level of the work they do are different. Like the municipal corporation works at the city level and the municipal council works at the town level. The functions are almost same, only the difference is in the levels, right? So further these municipalities are divided into different wards or different areas, and these areas are represented by the ward councillors, right? Each ward has a ward councillor. These ward councillors are elected by the people of the community. So these people elect the ward councillors and the people take their problems to the ward councillors, and these ward councillors decide over the problems and rectifies the problem by putting the problem in front of the council, right? So the problems they deal with is collection of the garbage, running of the school, proper functioning of the hospitals, the maintenance of the garden, proper functioning of the street lights, and the proper supply of the water, right? Now the local problems of the people are resorted by the respective ward councillors. But when the problems are occurring at a large level, that is affecting the entire city, suppose at a bus stand where people are sharing the same space and the street lights are not properly functioning, then who is going to take the responsibility to rectify this problem? So a councillor committee is set up for this problem to be rectified. So councillor committee is mainly a group of councillors, and these group of councillors form a councillors committee, and the work of this councillor committee is to decide and debate over the issues, right? So when these issues are decided, then a budget is allocated for the work that has to be done, right? And when the budget is allocated, the work is implemented by the next level. So the next work that is done by the ward councillor is collecting the taxes by the people. The municipalities are providing the services to the people, hence taxes or the money has also to be collected, so to dispense the services to the people. So the taxes are in the form of property tax, water tax, education. Now the work to be done is decided by the ward councillor. The work that has to be implemented is done by the commissioner and the administrative staff. So commissioner is the head of the administrative staff, and the commissioner and the administrative staff are appointed by the state government. This administrative staff runs the different departments, that is the sanitation department, garbage collection department, water department and road department. Now the respective problems are dealt by the respective departments, right? Now let's have a recap of what we have learned. The municipal corporation works at the city level, while the municipal council works in town. Each city is divided into different wards, and the ward councillors get elected. Group of councillors form a committee to look into the bigger problems that affect the entire city. Now the councillors decide on issues, they make a budget and money is spent accordingly. The commissioner and the administrative staff implement the issues that are brought to them by the councillors. Now the commissioner of several municipalities, in order to save money, hire private contractors. Initially government workers were doing the job of collecting and processing the garbage, but for saving the money, commissioners started hiring private contractors, and these private contractors were paid less money. Yes, right? And without providing them any kind of safety for that particular work. And in this way, this term was termed as subcontracting, because substandard work was done at a lower cost, right? So a very important mission that is called as the Swachh Bharat mission was launched on 2nd October 2014 with the aim of creating awareness for the cleanliness in the urban and the rural areas. And the Suraj plague occurred in. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.